Shanks can defeat Luffy in a single move, and it has nothing to do with a devil fruit. Despite Luffy awakening Gear 5 and defeating Kaido, there's one thing holding him back from truly becoming the strongest in the world: Haki mastery. While fans celebrate Luffy's rise as a Yonko, red-haired Shanks is already on a completely different level, and that terrifying truth could determine the fate of the Final Saga. Luffy's growth throughout One Piece has been nothing short of legendary, from a carefree rubber boy in East Blue to a Yonko shaking the foundations of the world. But now, as the Final Saga unfolds, one thing is clear: Luffy isn't the top yet. Shanks, the enigmatic red-haired pirate who once inspired Luffy's dream, currently stands above him, not because of brute strength or devil fruits, but because of his overwhelming Haki. In this video, we'll explore why Shanks is still stronger, what's holding Luffy back, and how Luffy's journey to surpass Joy Boy himself could reshape the entire world of One Piece. Luffy's power as a Yonko. Luffy is one of the strongest characters in One Piece. Luffy is the protagonist of the One Piece series, and he has grown steadily over the last 3 decades as Eiichiro Oda's story progresses. Luffy has progressed extremely far in the story. He began as a nobody in East Blue, and has since defeated tougher and more deadly foes. The story has progressed to the Final Saga, and Luffy is stronger than ever. This is all due to him unlocking his strongest ability yet, Gear 5, in Wano when he fought Yonko Kaido. Luffy officially won the title of Yonko after defeating Kaido and eliminating both Kaido and Big Mom. Luffy has yet to achieve his peak. After all, he couldn't defeat the 5 elders in the Egghead arc. This is a major concern, especially now that Emu has fully entered the picture. Luffy's might is insufficient to fight the adversaries who will stand in his way throughout this Final Saga. As it is, Luffy isn't even the strongest Yonko, as the last remaining original Yonko, red-haired Shanks, still outperforms him. Shanks is still stronger than Luffy in One Piece. It all comes down to Haki mastery. Shanks has been a member of the Yonko for some time now. He has always been a central figure in the One Piece story, even if he only appears seldom. Shanks is unquestionably one of the most powerful personalities alive right now, but he's arguably even stronger than some fans believe. He is still far superior to Luffy, and the main reason for this is Haki. Luffy's Haki is quite good, as he has access to all 3 types: observation, armament, and conquerors. However, his mastery of these Haki remains limited. Shanks lacks a devil fruit, thus he relies entirely on Haki, and he can use all 3 types with incredible mastery. Fans have seen him use his Haki in a few instances, and it is reasonable to conclude that Shanks is now the strongest Haki user in the One Piece world. Powerful Haki, notably enhanced Conqueror's Haki, will be critical to the Final Saga. Oda introduced immortality to some Celestial Dragons members, notably the 5 Elders and the Holy Knights. Haki might be the key to overcoming this. Luffy will surpass Shanks eventually. Luffy's Haki will even surpass Joy Boy's. While Shanks' Haki is currently stronger, putting him ahead of Luffy, this won't last long. Luffy will eventually overtake Shanks in this Final Saga. After all, One Piece fans have witnessed Joy Boy's formidable Haki. The Haki was so powerful that it deactivated the Abyss and returned the 5 Elders to Marijoa. It also caused shivers down Emu's spine. If Luffy is to reach his ultimate goals, he must outperform Joy Boy in all aspects. So, Luffy will unlock Haki even more powerful than he is now capable of, putting him ahead of Shanks and making Luffy One Piece's strongest character. Summary and highlights. Luffy's power as a Yonko is significant, but not the strongest in One Piece. Shanks' mastery of Haki makes him more powerful than Luffy at the moment. Luffy's future overcoming of Shanks is alluded at by his prospective Haki development. The battle for the Pirate King's throne isn't just about raw power, it's about conquering the will of the world. While Shanks reigns supreme in Haki mastery today, Luffy's potential knows no bounds. The day he surpasses even Joy Boy is fast approaching, and when that happens, not even the 5 Elders will be able to stand in his way. If you're excited to see Luffy's final evolution, and how the ultimate clash between Yonko unfolds, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because this journey is only getting started. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Review YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe and continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, question, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts on the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again, see you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments, the group is in a winter scene, and the next, they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat, and people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Ghoul D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show, because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Ghoul D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.